All right, we're going to talk about the brain. The brain and how it works. Do you realize that you do have four brains? Not literally four brains, but four parts of the mind. You have your conscious, that's one. The critical divide, that's two, which is known as the filter. And your subconscious, which controls 98% of your functions, your life, your body temperature, your heart rate, your cell division, and some more other stuff, okay? And then you have your higher conscious, your super mind, your super self, your godlike self, that part of you that has those gut feelings like something told me not to do this. That's the higher part of your mind. So let's break them down. So the conscious part of your mind, the critical thinker, the analytical, the one that's judging, the one that's wants to keep you safe. Okay, when I say keep you safe, when I first heard that, I was like, what do you mean keep me safe? You know? But I get it. I get it. So whenever you say, I want to do this and I want to do that, and that part of your mind steps in and says, man, come on, man, there's no way we can do that. That doubtful part. If you say, I am successful, I am rich, and that joker come in and say, no, you're not. Stop lying. Or that part of your mind that's judging, you know, that's critical, that won't just let you say or tell yourself anything without it stepping in and saying something. It's always there. I've even called it the worst case scenario. Because throughout my experience, when I was learning about the mind, I was like, man, this thing here, man, this part of my mind is always giving me the worst case scenario. Like, for an example, like I could be talking about or thinking about, man, I'm going to go to the store. And it'll come up with these scenarios. Maybe like people gonna be outside the store or something might happen there. But I was like, why, if I just want to do that, why do you keep coming up with these worst case scenarios about me? So I was like, man, something is right. And I was like, ask myself, are you with me or against me? It really wants to keep me safe. So it's like protecting me. It's protecting itself. The minute you say, I want to do this, I want to do this, it's going to give you all kind of doubts. Like, man, there's no way you're going to do it. How you going to do that? Man, you might as well just be better off working. You might as well stay doing what you're doing. It wants you to stay in that part because it knows it's safe right there. Regardless how you feel, like, you're like, man, I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to blow up. I'm trying to have more. But in the way that part of the mind thinks is like, that's taking a risk. We don't know what's going to happen. How about we just stay put? You know? So you have that part of the mind. Then you have the critical divide. So whenever you look at the mind, or if you've seen a picture of the brain, it has two sides. Like, it's like the brain is split in halves at some point. But what's connecting those two parts are these neurons. I want to say. For now, let's just call them wires. Okay, so you have these wires that's connecting the two. But that part of your brain is the critical divide. That is the filter. Now, imagine if everything that you thought about didn't have a filter and it went to the subconscious part of the mind, which we're going to talk about. That is the prover mind. That is the one that's going to do the creating for you. So you say, man, it'll be nice to have a rhinoceros. Well, then it slides over without no filter, and it holds whatever you thinking to be true, whatever you tell it to be true, and it's trying to manifest a fucking rhinoceros. So that critical divide is there for a reason. So you have a lot of thoughts. Okay, you have 20 to 30,000 thoughts in your conscious, but your subconscious is infinite with the thoughts. It's so many thoughts, it's down to gigabytes. It's taking in thoughts so much that you're not even aware of the thoughts that you have. It's taken in. It is the supermind. It is the creative mind. It is the prover mind. But first, before it gets over there, it has to go to the thought, which is the conscious, then the critical divide, then it pushes to the subconscious. So, step by step, I say, I want a car. Okay. It was just a thought. Get to the critical divide. You're not serious about it. Push it out. Then you say, I really want this car. I really want this black Mustang GT. Yeah, I hear you. Critical divide. Yeah, I hear you. Push it out. Then you say, man, I really want this car, man. I can see myself with it. It's going to be black seats, black rims. Then that critical divide says, well, okay, you're serious. Let me push it over to the subconscious mind, to the prover part of the mind, to the mind that creates, to the mind that doesn't sleep. It can't sleep. You will die because it controls your heart rate, your temperature, decides what cells is going to be for what part of your body. It's a very, very powerful. Matter of fact, not only do it controls all that and then some, it controls the conscious part of the mind. Okay, so once it gets over there, it is almost like, okay, I got you. Let me go and show you that I do got you. So that black car, Mustang GT, black interior, everything, in the next, could be hours, days, couple of days. Anyways, you're going to start seeing that car. Because once it gets to the subconscious part of your mind, it's now trying to prove to you that that car is in your vortex. Abraham Hicks. That car is in your realm. That car is achievable. That car. Now, so you basically impress the subconscious mind with that thought. So now the subconscious thought got to prove to you that it's real. it's gonna it's gonna bring it into your 3D world. Okay, but not that easy. So once you got it over there, your job is more or less to keep thinking about it, visualize it, think from it, not about it. You see, you can think about that car, but it's different when you think from it. When you really picture yourself driving it. I don't know how you gonna go about it, but people go about it different ways. They can picture they're picking up their friends and everybody like saying, man, that's a nice car. That is thinking from your desire. You're not just thinking of it no more. You're thinking from that desire. Okay? So then you're thinking from the desire. You're washing the car. You're putting gas in the car. You're thinking from the desire. Well, now you're building up momentum for it to come into your 3D world. So, you're thinking from the car. Yeah, you go to the extent of, man, I'm going to make a picture of this car and put it on my wall. So when I go to bed and when I wake up, that's the thing I see. That's how bad I want it. So when they say do the work, this is the work. This is not hard. You're creating from nothing to something with just your mind. It already proved to you that it is possible. We live in a world of possibilities. It already proved to you that it's out there for you. Matter of fact, there is nothing that you ever want that's not already out there for you to get. Because remember, we're connected to everything. And we live in an attraction-based universe. So, to bring the car into your existence, you constantly impress your subconscious part of your mind with that thought, and what other way that your mind picks up your thoughts is through pictures, through evidence. Like you're on YouTube and you're seeing that car. That picture of that car is impressing in that subconscious part of your mind now, since it's already over there. Going to the car lot. Okay? So what if you don't have the money to buy it or nothing like that? We're not on that. You test drive that car. You smelling that car. That car, now that you want that car is wanting you. Whatever you desire, that desire is wanting you. Whatever you want, it is wanting you. You have become entangled with that specific thing. Quantum entanglement. Okay, we'll dig deeper into the quantum stuff. But for right now, that's quantum entanglement. When it popped up, you are now entangled with that thing. So it's almost like, man, I got it. I can't let it go. So how do I keep it? You keep impressing the subconscious mind with that thought, with that vision, with thinking from it. Now, you want to go to attaching feelings to that car. Okay, how do we do that? How would it make me feel to have my car? How would it make me feel to have that black Mustang? And when that happens, you start establishing a feeling, which is giving you more, it is amplifying that feeling and that thought about that car. Okay, right now we got a lot of momentum going on about this car. We got a lot of energy focused on this car. Okay. Once that's happened, you want to start, or you could have started earlier, but you want to start with your ask formations, not affirmations. Since your mind, that subconscious part, is the prover mind, it needs to prove to you. So you would approach it like like this. Why do I have my dream car? Why is my black Mustang great to drive? Man, why does my Mustang go so fast? How does it feel to have my car, my Mustang? Why was it so easy to obtain my Mustang? Why am I in alignment for my Mustang? And you can go deeper. Why is my Mustang sitting outside? Why do I have to buy a car cover for my Mustang? Why is my Mustang so comfortable to ride in? Why does my Mustang handle the road so good? Okay, you get the point. Even that establishes some type of feeling. Feeling is a secret. It is not the secret, but feelings involved help the manifestation and speeds up the manifestation. So then we want to stay in alignment and stay feeling good with that thing that we're desiring. So through our everyday life, what is my dominant thought? Is it doubt? Is it feeling like I can't get it? Is it feeling like it's unachievable? Does it feel like, are you wavering in faith? Okay. So throughout the day, our phones are so tired of us. Let's make the picture of the car our home screen on our phone. So every time that we look at our phone, we see that car or a glimpse of that car. We're constantly impressing the subconscious part of the mind. Okay. So from there, and you need to do this 21 days, I say 21 to 30 days. Being consistent and disciplined on thinking about the desire you want. You know the problem with the whole manifestation thing, I think? Number one is time. Do not put a time limit on it. Do not say, I'm going to get this car by next week. That is not the way the universe works. The universe works on its own timing. You're thinking about some linear time, some time that man created. How can that be that? No. The universe works on its own time and is going to deliver it at the right time. Now, So you need to consciously be aware of your thoughts and actions. You need to constantly be aware of the vibrational state you're in. You need to constantly be aware of your emotions and everything, because you want to become a magnet to that car, and you want to become in alignment with that car. So back to the laws of vibration. We know when you're not feeling good, when you're having doubtful guilt and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. We know what we're attracting on that level. But to attract the car, the good, the things we want, we got to be vibrating here. So that's where the tools start coming out the bag. Okay, well, I'm not feeling that good. Man, ain't no way. It's been a long time or something. And I don't get to go. What am I thankful for? Well, that's going to put you back into that level of not doubt and low vibration to a higher vibration, to steady, constantly be on the match of the thing you desire. Now, I came up with the conclusion that when the day you want the car, so let's say the day you said, man, that's the car I want, and you felt that good vibration, that energy, that's where you want to be to attract it. That's what it was that pushed it out. That's what you might need to be to bring it back, if that makes sense. So yeah, being at that energy and maintaining that good vibe is key for your manifestation. When it comes to attracting a specific person in your life, hello world, we're going to stop here.